We are live.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Facebook Live of your broadcast of your home show. I'm Chris Wenninger here along with Rebecca Guerrero. What are we doing today? This show is all about looking to educate and advise you on your home, whether you're buying your first home, moving up, moving down, or refinancing.
Welcome back, everyone. We truly appreciate you tuning in every week. This week, we have the market update like we always do, but our featured guests today, we get the pleasure of having two, is Amy Hopfinger Strauss from Homestead Realty, Inc. and Todd Strauss from Spot On Properties. So thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. We're looking forward to having a little fun.
Yeah, thanks.
Very good. First, we get into the fun. We have to have our history fact for today. First day of winter is coming this Monday, December 21st. And what does that mean? It's the shortest day of the year with the least amount of sunlight, the longest night. But think of it this way. Although the winter solstice means the start of winter, it also means the return of more sunlight. Little by little, every day we get a little bit more sunlight. So it only can get brighter from here. Crazy part of this year is humans, we observe this winter solstice since the last part of the Stone Age beginning in 10,200 BC. I don't know, by far this is the oldest history fact we've ever had.
By quite a bit.
All right, so we're going to roll right into the market update here. Earlier this week, the Fed stated the unemployment rate is going to be about 5% in 2021. Remember, pre-COVID, it was about 3%. So over the next few months, the good news is that we're going to start seeing more and more Americans go back to work. The Department of Education announced the second extension through January 31st of 2021 on the forbearance period on the federal student loan payments. This pause in payments began in March of 2020. So again, the pause on payments is going to be through January 31st of 2021. Last week, the market update, we're waiting to hear if the Fed's going to continue buying of the bonds to keep the interest rates low. This week in the news, the Fed said that they're going to continue to purchase the bonds at the levels they currently are. They didn't expand if they're going to be buying more. Now, why are we watching this? If they expanded that they're going to be buying more, then we could possibly see a drop in interest rates. The Fed also starts up, they buy more. Again, it'd be interesting to see if the rates go lower. The Fed's is keeping a tight lip on what they're going to be doing in their next move. In a continued statement, the Fed said they have the ability to buy more, and they're going to kind of watch the market and the economy to see if they're going to have to do any more of that. So from what I take of this, interest rates are going to stay low. So now we know with winter solstice brings on more daylight. Rebecca, can you shed some more light on this information?
Yes. So pretty much good news all over the board with what Chris just said. I mean, the unemployment rate being at 5% is a little high, but remember how high it was with COVID. So with the vaccines coming out, people are going to be going back to work. Great news. I am very, very happy about this. I am not happy about staying at home all the time. I am always out and about. So very exciting news. And then for the interest rates too, like Chris had mentioned, we're seeing if they're going lower. So they could stay where they're at or go lower. So good news there too, because they're at historic lows now. If they go lower, even better for you as the consumer. You can buy more because the interest rates are lower, having your monthly payment lower. Or, if they stay the same, they're still very, very low. So great news all around. I feel I'm excited for 2021. And if you have your New Year's resolution is to buy a new home, we can all help you with that. So contact us.
So with that, welcome back, Amy and Todd. We're happy to have you on today. We've got some exciting news, lots going on in your area. So talk to us a little bit about as far as how long you guys have been in business.
Sure. I have been in business for about it will be 15 years in February since I've been licensed. I've been with Homestead Realty for about the last 7 years. I run a team of agents, Amy Hopfinger and Company at Homestead Realty, and we have 5 buyer agents right now in the Dodge Jefferson, Waukesha County area. Now we're expanding into Milwaukee, the city of Milwaukee, which is really exciting. Why don't you talk about how long you've been?
I started in 2001 as a real estate broker or realtor, and then eventually in 2013 I just stopped selling real estate altogether and just invested in houses. I started investing in houses almost right after I got my license. That was why I got my license, was to buy properties and rent them and flip them and stuff.
Very cool.
So
Our
currently
businesses really complement each other. So I run the traditional real estate part of the company where we're helping sellers and buyers, and he has the investment side of our business where we're, you know, flipping 50, 60 homes a year, buying rentals, helping people out of, you know, difficult situations.
So very well-rounded group that can help basically any buyer is
Right.
kind of what you're saying, whether you
Mhm.
want to buy your first home, you want to buy an investment property, whatever, you guys have the knowledge and expertise to help them with that, which
Absolutely.
is awesome to have on a team.
Mhm.
So great to know about your business, but we like to know about your personal life too. So when you guys aren't clocked in, what do you guys like to do?
Start other businesses.
Yeah, apparently.
You know, I don't feel like most of the work we do really feels like work. I think, I mean, I can't speak for you, but when you're happy doing what you're doing, it's kind of also your pastime. But we did just purchase a historic boutique hotel in Mayville, Wisconsin, formerly known as the Audubon Inn, turning it into an event venue, doing a ton of cosmetic updates right now, hoping to be open for overnight stays in beginning of February.
Mhm.
Or I'm sorry, January. We're also
The
opening.
renovations will be done in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we have to licensing
Mhm.
stuff to get finished.
So
Liquor
that's
license mainly.
yeah, we're also opening the bar there. And that should be open right around the 1st of February. So while that's been work and stressful at the same time, it's really been feeding my soul. It's, you know, it was all new to me. We've never been in the hotel business, but it's been a lot of fun.
That is a beautiful building, and I was thrilled to see that you guys bought it and are rehabbing it, and it's going to be quite even.
Thank you. Thank
We
you.
also made it into an art gallery.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
And
So
what we got 11 artists?
11 artists so far. So we are featuring 3 or 4 of them in the main lobbies. There's about 18,000 square feet in the building,
16,000.
16 in the hotel part. And they're all local artists from the Midwest, and they will get a wall and a gallery showing. And then each room will be assigned their own artist with art on the wall. So when you check in, you find out who your artist is, you get some information about that art on the wall. All of the art will be available for purchase. So it's really neat. We get to help out local artists at the same time.
Very cool. Maybe this summer when everything's up and running, we can come back and do a mobile show there. I'd love
That would be amazing. Amazing.
Plus we didn't have to buy any art.
Yes, we didn't have to buy, we were able to fill the walls of everything without purchasing art. So yes, it worked out for everyone.
Very cool. Very cool. So in 2021, what are your thoughts on the real estate market? Where do you see it going? What's your
You know,
It's in COVID's hands.
yes, I really do think it's kind of we can't call yet. I'm really hoping we get one more good solid year with the interest rates staying low. But my personal professional opinion is the suffering, the unemployment, you know, people losing their jobs, it's going to catch up to the real estate market eventually. So everybody just needs to be smart, think about timing, sellers and buyers. It's important that you're working with somebody that can, you know, help you navigate all those unknowns right now, I think.
Mhm.
But I'm hoping for another really good year.
Mhm.
We've been seeing as far as on the interest rates, they hope the rates are going to stay low between the second and third quarter. Again, remain
Mhm.
seen, which in essence, hopefully that's going to kind of roll into keeping the real estate market strong. But like you were saying before, sooner or later, it's going to kind of catch up to us and kind of
Right,
help out. So,
right.
So there are some unique situations with some individuals where they inherit homes that have problems or they have problems with their current homes, and you guys have a way of helping those people. So can you tell us a little bit about what you do, kind of how someone should reach out to you if they have an issue like that, and how you can help them?
Sure.
Well, that's mainly what my business does is buy problem houses, houses that are in some sort of disrepair or just some kind of issue. It could even be with the people, if the people have to sell for whatever reason to relocate or even just get divorced. We can close quickly, if they need to close this, in a few days, we can close as quick as the title work gets done.
I feel like a lot of times flippers are very misunderstood. We provide a service that is absolutely needed in the market. There are so many people, especially with all the FHA, the government guidelines regarding the property. There are so many people that, don't think about, okay, I inherited a home. Well, that's not great for everyone. Sometimes you inherit a problem house, a mortgage that do you know how many times
full of, hoarder houses and, just all kinds
it's
of
hard
issues.
for the family,
or they're just not around, they're in a different state, or they just have no way to manage it. There's nobody to take care of snow and lawn and, just maintenance issue, make sure the heat's on and stuff like that, so.
And life happens and people lose jobs and people get divorced, and sometimes you are so overwhelmed by this house or not being able to make your mortgage payments, and there really is a need for people that can come in, purchase these homes for cash, no inspections, you can just walk away, breathe easy, and then the home gets renovated and makes the neighborhood beautiful again. I think a lot of people don't realize how many people are in situations where they need an out. A lot of times they don't have the money to put into it that they have to even put it on the market.
Right. Even just to clean it out sometimes.
Right.
The time and effort it takes to get dumpsters and
Right.
do all that kind of stuff. So we just tell them, hey, take whatever you want, leave whatever you want, and we'll deal with it.
Right. We talk to a lot of families that call us after they've been dealing with the home for a year or two, cleaning it out themselves. You have to think about the time, even if you don't inherit a mortgage, even if there's not a ton of money, like cash that you need to stick into it, you have to think about your time, and the heartbreak, the emotional effect that it takes on these families to be cleaning out, grandpa and grandma's home and knowing what to do with everything. So that business provides there's definitely a need in the market for somebody to come in and easily take this problem from you.
And we're available when they're ready. Some people want to deal with it right away and get it away, and some people would rather take some time to go through their loved ones' belongings and stuff first.
Right.
So if it's going to be now, that's fine, or if it's a year from now, I don't think we're going anywhere.
Right. And a lot of people, when it first happens, it's, of course, you're grieving, so it's not always the right time for us to come in, but we make it known that we're there to help them if they need it.
I've been watching you over the years, and you've done some wonderful projects. And I must say, you're spot on with making sure that the house is up to the FHA standards, HUD standards. And it's neat to see that, be like, oh, they get it as far as needs to be done to be able to have the house in the proper shape it needs to be in for a first-time home buyer.
Right. I think it's important for us personally. We really care about the finished product being done properly more than what we're going to make on it.
Right.
There's a lot
we want to do what's best for the property.
Yeah, there's a lot
of times we're moving walls and stuff around and rearranging kitchens where we could keep the same layout and save a lot of money and get it done, but the layout just doesn't make sense the way it is sometimes. So we just change the whole thing and move walls and stuff, and in the end we maybe don't make much more, but it's just better for the property.
Right. And there's a lot of people that do what we do, and they'll take advantage of the seller, or they'll come in and not be able to close, or they just throw lipstick on a pig essentially and put it back on the market. But we want to be proud of the product that we provide to the community.
I appreciate you saying that, because I was just thinking about that, how there's the We Buy Ugly Houses people and all that kind of stuff where they will come in and say, hey, you know, your house is worth 200, but I'm only going to give you 150 for it. So if you want out, this is what you're going to have to do. Whereas what you guys are saying is, you know, we know that there's an issue that you have, and we don't want to take advantage of that. We want to help you. So by us helping you, we're also helping other people in the neighborhood, the new buyer, and all that kind of stuff. So I really, really like what you guys are doing.
Thank
Have
you.
you guys ever thought of having your own show, kind of like a fixer-upper from this to this or whatever? I mean, because I've seen some of the projects that you did and they're amazing. I'm like, guys, you guys should have your own show.
We've been approached
We've
a
been down
couple
that road,
times
yeah.
locally, and it's definitely something we've considered. We like doing this kind of stuff. Your own show is a lot more work and headache than we ever imagined it could be.
Our biggest challenge is making the time to do it. You know, our weekdays are so busy, and we really try hard not to work on nights and weekends.
Right.
And Friday nights, we do date night every Friday starting at 3 o'clock. And, you know, because we like this, for a while there, we were doing some live stuff during our date night.
Well, that was COVID when we couldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
But we had fun doing it.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
And then we just kind of stopped when we started going back out again.
Yeah. It's
Everything
hard
looks
being
good on camera.
It's amazing how many people have connected through COVID that maybe wouldn't have, because you have Zoom, and you can have these Zoom parties and things like that where, you know, maybe friends that are out of state or whatever that you wouldn't normally see when you're out. So there's a lot of positives that came with it too, I think.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So talk to us a little bit about, as far as the different way that you have for approaching buyers. Let's go a little bit deeper on that, because
Sure. So when I started my team about 5 years ago, it was really, really important to me that I offered something different for the consumer. I think buyers have a lot of options right now. I think that there's a lot of agents that have gotten complacent where, you know, a buyer comes to them, wants them to find a property, they throw them in MLS, properties automatically get sent to them. Buyer calls the agent, I want to see this home, but the agent really isn't, especially in this market where there's such low inventory. We really wanted to go out and find homes for our buyers rather than just throw them in a computer system and here you're competing with the rest of the world and you're going to have to pay higher and higher prices to get these homes. So we created a buyer advantage program. Each one of our buyers is assigned a buyer expert, one of my buyer agents in their local market. First thing we do is sit down and have a buyer consult. Now that can be done face-to-face, over the phone, over Zoom. We never want, especially first-time home buyers, to feel pressure. But the fact of the matter is, in this market, you're going to feel pressure. It just is what it is as a buyer. So we find that it's super important to teach them exactly how this is going to go and what to expect. So when they find that home, they are confident, they are ready to write, there's no buyer's remorse, and their offer is going to have a better chance. But the unique thing that we also do for the buyers is, yes, of course, we put them in the MLS system so they see the new listed properties right away. But we actually spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars that first few weeks on each buyer marketing to find properties that are not on the market for them. A good number of homes that we sell to our buyers are not on the market. We have our own cold caller that's contacting homeowners. We have letter campaigns. We'll go door knock. You would be surprised how many sellers or homeowners would sell their home. They maybe really weren't thinking about it, but if you bring a ready, willing, and able buyer to them in this market and show them what's possible, that it makes sense for them to sell. So we're trying to help our buyers avoid those bidding wars and find them, actually go out and find them properties, which I think is rare in this day and age.
Mm-hmm. I love the extra touches that you do as far as for setting the expectations and working as a team with it. Then I think it's a better experience for that buyer.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Well, and I love the fact that you have brought it up that right now it very much is a seller's market and there's not enough inventory. So as a buyer, you sit there and you look for months sometimes and you're like, I just can't find anything that I like. And the moment that I do and I say, oh, this is one that I actually want to go look at, gone. It's already gone, already has an accepted offer. So now you just start over again, and it can be heartbreaking for
Very.
a buyer to do that. So I really like how you're able to say, okay, well, we can't find anything right away. I'm going to go find
Mhm.
something for you, and we're
Right.
going to get you a house.
Yep, that's absolutely what we want to do. That's really what we've become known for. And, if you look our team up on Zillow or go to our website, which is www.mywihomefinder.com, you can read the reviews. And I think something a little bit different too is on our team, everyone has a role. So there's an expert for everything. We don't have one person that does it all. So the buyer is getting an expert for every single part of the experience.
Amy, where is the best place for if a buyer is interested or even a seller? How do they get a hold of you?
Sure. So a few different places. They can always call or text me. My number is 920-296-3013. Our website is mywihomefinder.com. That's wihomefinder.com. We're also very, very active on Facebook. If you type in my name, Amy Hopfinger, you'll see the team page come up, which is Amy Hopfinger and Company at Homestead Realty Inc. And you can look us up on Zillow as well. And the great thing about that mywihomefinder.com is you can really look at all of our buyer experts, where they work, what they specialize in, and pick one that is going to fit your needs.
Perfect. Are there any last thoughts that you have for our buyers and sellers who are listening right now?
So when somebody wants to sell, we'll come to a house together, and I'll give a cash offer, depending on the condition of the house, and maybe it's best for them to sell it to me, and then we'll also tell them what they can get if they put it on the market with a realtor, with Amy,
Right.
and they can weigh those differences and see what's best for them. Sometimes my offer might be less, but it might be more desirable for them because of how clean it is and the timeline that they want, and factors like that.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, we like to give our sellers all of their options, in that first meeting.
And we'll tell them that up front too. And
Right.
sometimes they'll say, don't
Don't
even
bother.
bring the realtor. This is going to you or nobody.
Right, right,
So
right. Or vice versa.
Yeah, right.
It's surprising. We purchased a home about a year ago that I could have showed them that he gave what his cash offer price would be. The home was in great condition. I could have gotten them at least $50,000 more on the market, confidently, at least. But for them, they didn't want the deal to fall apart. They wanted to just move out of state. And for
they
them,
were starting another business in another state. So
Yep.
they had a strict timeline. She had, she wanted to move it when she wanted to move, and start her business. So it was just better off for them to just sell it and make it go away quick and take a little bit of a loss versus putting it on the market.
Right. And we want to make sure they have those options. Another thing I'd like to say is I'm currently looking for more buyer experts. So if anybody is interested, and I work with a lot of new agents, I can show you how to get licensed and how to have a career. I think our team is different. We're a very, very close group of people, really supporting each other. All of my current agents started working with me immediately after they got licensed, and they were all closing deals within the first 60 days. So I'm looking for agents right now in the Milwaukee area, and also a couple here in Dodge and Jefferson County as well. So if anyone is interested in exploring that, please reach out to me, and I'd be happy to talk to you about starting a career in real estate.
Sounds great. And what we'll do is we'll put your information in the link as well too.
Perfect.
Your well-rounded approach, and you offer so many different services to the buyer and to the seller as well, which is exciting to see in this marketplace.
Our website is spotonwi.com. If somebody wants to go,
we'll add that to the link as well too.
Well, and I love that you said too, again, and here's another reason why it looks like you are there for the people, not for you, but for the person you're helping. Because not only are you going to give them the option of, here's your out, your quick out, this is what we can do for you here, but I want you to see that if you take the time and the effort and energy, we could be here. So what would you prefer? It's not like you're pushing them into one or another, or just saying, this is the only option that you have, so take it or leave it. It's, here's the multiple options. What do you think is best for you? And I love that.
Thank you.
One last thing, as far as talk to us a little bit about the former Autobahn Inn. It's going to be open up fairly soon, you said?
Yep, we're hoping to be open for reservation. We should be posting within the next week all the links for people to start reserving rooms, and we should be open for business beginning of January, pretty quickly here. And then we're excited to open the bar, the Beaumont, which took on the name of the original name of the building. And that we should be open right around February 1st. It is also an event venue, so we can do weddings. There's a huge space. We can do weddings of about 100 people, and you can actually rent the entire property for 2 nights and 3 days. So if anybody is interested in that, again, contact me 920-296-3013, or you can text me, whatever you want. We can put you in touch with our event coordinator, and we will be posting all of our live websites and everything for the Autobahn Inn shortly. I would encourage people to look up the Autobahn Hotel and event venue on Facebook, and you can follow all of our updates on there.
Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. That was a beautiful building before you have it. I'm sure it's extra special once it's ready to be viewed and everything. Excited to see that.
Thank you.
Very good. Well, thanks for being on this morning. We appreciate it. What a great show. We appreciate all your expertise that you're sharing with us today. So with that, in the future, anybody, as far as they're interested, as far as what do you want to learn, what do you want to know, message us on Facebook. We're always looking for new ideas. And also, if you're interested in being a guest, we're booking into January. So excited for the next couple shows that are coming up.
Yeah, I'm very excited. And with that, I wanted to put my Santa hat on because the holidays are coming up. So I wanted to remind everybody and let you know that we will not be doing our Your Home show Saturday the 26th in recognition of Christmas so that we can be with our families. And we were supposed to announce our winner of our holiday decorating contest, but it has been brought to our attention that we need to look into everything. And so we want to make sure that the real winner will be announced on the 23rd to make sure that it was your decorations, you're the one who did it, and you got the likes. So the proper winner will be announced on Facebook Live on the 23rd. So exciting news there. I'm excited to announce the winner on the 23rd and give those gift cards out. So one last thing before we leave is our compliance. So here we go. Your Home show is sponsored by CG Home Loan Partners of Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS number 2289. We are licensed in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and California. Chris Weniger, NMLS number 225608. Rebecca Guerrero, NMLS number 1728384, and Carrie Guerrero, NMLS number 209015. Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. This is not an offer to enter into an agreement. Not all customers will qualify. Information, rates, and programs are subject to change without notice. All products are subject to credit and property approval. So make sure, if you have not done so, you like us, comment, follow us on Facebook at Your Home Show. We really love doing this. We are very excited that you guys tune in every week. So thank you so much. Have a great holiday, whatever it is that you celebrate, and we will see you in the next year.